Hello and welcome to this short video explaining about how HELOA AGM is going to work for 2023. My name is Andrew and I'm the VC for Membership and Engagement, and it's partly my job to ensure that AGM runs smoothly. Now, if you're new to the sector or if you've wondered why we run an AGM, as a charity, HELOA has a legal obligation to hold an annual general meeting of all of its membership once a year to ensure that you know what direction we are taking as a charity. So it is your opportunity to ask any questions, but equally you will hear from the executive members of what they've been doing for the past year. So for example, I will write a report that will have an update on numbers and projects that I've been working on, and a bit of an update of what I would hope to be doing for the next year. You'll get to see the financial audits, you'll get to hear about what the groups have been doing, and equally what, for example, other key members of the organisation are up to. So in advance, and if you go to our website now, you'll be able to read all the different reports that we have produced. Go through them because it is your chance, if you're not too sure about something, to ask questions about them. If in the first instance you think that is a really good question I want to ask, you have the opportunity to contact your group chair or your primary contact. Your group chair will be able to submit a question to the executive, and it means that on the day we'll be able to come back with a response to you. Now, your primary contact is the person that votes on any motions that will take place. Most of the motions that are taking place at the AGM this next year, or in 2023 if you're watching this a little bit later on, will be to vote to confirm things such as the reports, to make sure that basically you're saying we are happy with them. There is also a section on commendations and proposals for honorary membership. This is where if you feel that somebody has supported the organisation and has developed the organisation or imbues the qualities of the organisation, you might have nominated them for a commendation. Or honorary membership is for somebody that has left the sector or is retiring, that has done so much for the charity over its past 30 years that you say we would want them to continue in a more impartial way. Anybody who receives these nominations will vote to say, do you confirm? Equally, this year we have a vote to decouple AGM from National Conference. In previous years, since we have been running AGMs, we have always ran them as part of our national conference because it was the only time of year that all of the membership came together. Now, in order to successfully run AGM, we need to have quorum, which is enough of our primary contacts to be able to pass a passing vote for any of the motions that take place. Without having quorum, we can't run AGM and meet our legal responsibilities, which is why normally when all the members are together, we run AGM. However, we do appreciate that you come to a national training event that you want as much training as possible. And the AGM does take quite a bit of time from national conference. So we are voting this year to see, do we trial decoupling it and running AGM as a virtual activity, similar to the way we did during COVID. This will be a trial basis to make sure that we can still meet our legal obligations and to see if it does work fully now in a post-COVID world in a virtual reality. If you have any questions about this, please do speak to your group chairs or feel free to contact us as well, and our contact details will be on the screen in a moment. So if you're not a primary contact and you want to make sure that your voice is heard, you do go and speak to your primary contact at your organisation. In advance of AGM, they will be sent a voting link and they will be able to vote for all the motions that will take place. Equally though, you can still contribute, and we really do welcome your thoughts and opinions. When it is actually during AGM, we will be hosting this as a hybrid measure. So if you can't meet and come to Newcastle with us, you can watch online and there will be facilities to be able to ask questions. The way that will work is I will be able to keep an eye on any questions that come in and will be able to ask the relevant person who is speaking at the time on your behalf. Now, attendance at AGM, if you cannot make the full national conference, but you do also want to come in person, then you can still attend just for the AGM part. Now, we believe, obviously, it is an important part of understanding the organisation and what's going on within the sector. So we do try to encourage all members to attend if possible. However, we do understand it is not always possible. So if you do have any concerns in advance, but you know you can't make it there, again, speak to your primary contact or speak to your group chair who will be able to support you. Now, AGM is a really interesting period where you'll hear lots of ideas, and we do know that obviously for some members, AGM can seem quite complicated, but the main thing realistically is for you to be able to understand what the charity is doing, have a good understanding that you feel that the leadership is going in the right direction, and that you feel that we are still fulfilling the needs of you as a member, but equally meeting our primary goals to ensure that through high quality training and networking, we are supporting the needs of individual students to make informed decisions of what the best destination is for them relating to higher education. So I did say that I will show you obviously some more contact details. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me via the office, and the office team will be able to fulfill any of the questions you have. Or if you want to ask me something personally, there is my work email address. Now, if you want to go through and read all the different reports, feel free to scan the QR code, and that will take you to our AGM page where you'll be able to see a lot more information. We do encourage you to read the report in advance of attending AGM. And this year, we're trying to obviously speed the process up for you so you can get more time at your training events. And we're encouraging you to read the report in advance. And this year, the executive will do a shortened version of the report to make sure that we have more time for you to ask any questions of us. And we do welcome questions as part of the process. When we do come to votes, we'll also, you'll notice, ask for someone to nominate and obviously second them. And even if you're brand new to the sector, do feel free to put your hands up. We welcome engagement from all of our members. We might ask you your name and institution, but that will go down on the official minutes. So don't just think, oh, this is for people who have been in the sector for years. You are just as important as anybody else. So thank you very much for your time for watching this short video. Again, as always, if you have any questions, feel free to get in touch. And I look forward to seeing as many of you as possible at National Conference coming up very, very shortly. Or if you can't make it, online at AGM. Thanks a lot for your time and we'll hopefully see you soon.